All right, so we'll practice this first. Hands together at your heart. Here we go. We'll do the breathing first. It's just in and out. In through the nose, out through the nose the whole time. Very easy. So you can follow along with the hand movements here as well. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, whoosh it away. Inhale, reaching up overhead for something greater. And as you exhale, bring it down into your heart. See, really easy. That's the entire thing. We'll do it a few times. But when we move energy out of our body, out of our system, we need to replace it with something. Otherwise, we're going to just accumulate more of what we had before. And we want to upgrade, right? We want to clean it out and bring in fresh new. So as you reach up, use your imagination, whatever that looks like for you. If you want to reach up to the divine and bring that down into your heart, you can do that. If you want to reach up to your higher self, if you want to reach up to whatever works in your belief system, it's just absolutely perfect. So let's do it just a few times in practice here. Inhale and release. Inhale, reaching up for something greater. And as you exhale, bring it down into your heart. Inhale. Wash it away. Inhale, reaching up. And bringing that divine light down into your heart. Breathe in. Clean it up. Inhale, reaching up for the divine light. And as you exhale, bring it down into your heart. One more time. Breathe in. Clean the debris away. Inhale, reach up for that divine. And exhale, bring it down into your heart. So that's how it works. We will do that several times during class today in several different positions. Because for some reason, and I don't fully understand why, but your position makes a difference, right? I don't know if you're playing in a different area of your aura or a different area of your experience, but it makes a difference. So we will do that spring cleaning breath in lots of positions. First of all, we will do it laying down. So let's find your way onto your back. If your back is a little tight yet from your day, go ahead and bend your knees. Separate the feet as wide as your mat and let your knees rest together. If your lower back is not tight, you may straighten those legs out long. All right, for just a moment, bring your hands to your belly. Feel yourself breathe. Feel the belly rise and fall. Allowing yourself just a moment to settle in, to settle into your practice, to settle into this space, to let go of everything that is not serving you, everything that happened before, everything that is yet to come. Bring your hands together at your heart. We'll do that spring cleaning breath. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, sweep it away. Sweep away the debris. Inhale, reach up for the divine. And exhale, bring it down into your heart. Inhale. Wash it away. Inhale, reaching up. And bringing all that goodness down into your heart. Breathe in. Clean it up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring it into your heart. 2 more times on your own. Let your hands rest beside your body. Notice how you may feel a little bit energized, a little wide awake here. That's good. If you haven't already, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, separate your knees, and windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Taking your time. If you want to pause on one side or the other, please do. The next time you were over to the left, let your knees rest heavy. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Those shoulder blades are flat on the floor if you can. And then take the left ankle, cross it over the right knee, giving that right leg a little more traction, a little more internal rotation. You may feel the stretch all the way up into the front of your hip. If it's comfortable, turn your head to the right. Uncross your ankle. Bring the knees up to the center and over to the right. Once they're resting heavy on the right side, go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Just intensifying the internal rotation of that left thigh. Turn your head to the left if it's comfortable. Gently uncross the right ankle. Bring your knees back to the center and hug them both in tight. Just give them a squeeze. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift up your forehead towards your knees, curling into a little ball. Let your head go back down. And then rock your body side to side. Good. Keep your knees tucked in. Take your hands, walk them underneath your booty. Yep. Now, stack your knees over your hips and lift up your heels so they're straight out from your ankle, or your ankles are straight out from your knees, sorry, and flex your feet. Yeah. So it's like I'm laying my legs over a box. You can see the squares. We're gonna do a little bit of core activation here just to kind of wake our bodies up a little more. Take your right heel and tap it down on the floor and lift it back. Left heel, tap and lift. You want to keep that same square shape of the legs the whole time. Here we go, right? And left. And right. And left. Right. And left. Try to keep that low back pressed nice and firmly to the floor. Right. And left, because I don't want your hips moving, just the legs. Right. And left. Good. Tuck the knees in tight. Yeah. So we're not doing a big core workout. We just wanted to wake it up. Now we're going to wake up your obliques a little bit. So bring your hands out to the sides. You're going to really press those palms down on the floor as you let your knees drift to the right, but they do not touch the floor. And then bring them back to the center. Let them go all the way to the left, but they do not touch the floor. And back to the center. Good. Right. And left. You can let them go as far as you want to. Just don't let them left rest on the floor. Right. And left. You may travel a little bit on your mat. That's okay. Right. And left. One more time. right, and left. Good. Plant those feet on the floor. Beautiful. All right, walk your heels as close to your body as you can. Plant your hands down beside your body. Press the feet into the floor. Press the hands into the floor and then lift your hips up. Just a little bit of bridge. So in bridge, this is not about necessarily squeezing the booty. Okay, this is about pressing into the feet. You'll get higher up if you press into your feet than if you just clench your butt cheeks. So see if you can let your glutes relax a little bit and press into the floor with the feet a little more. And then let's lower down. Press into the hands and feet to lift up. And lower down. We'll do a few more. Pressing down to lift up. And lower. Pressing down to lift up. And lower. This next one we're going to hold. Press down to lift up. Hold it here. For those that want to take it a little further, interlace your hands underneath your body. Straighten the arms. Walk the shoulder blades under the body. Try to press the wrists to the floor. Just gives you a little more opening in your heart. Attempt to keep the knees close together, not touching, but close together. What I don't want is the knees to wing open. That's not safe. Not safe on your knees or your hips. Good. If your hands are clasped, go ahead and release those. And everybody bring your hips back down to the floor. Squeeze the legs in nice and tight. One more time, make a big ball. And lift the head up. And release the head down. Plant your feet on the floor. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees drift apart. And make little earmuffs with your hands. Walking your shoulder blades deeply underneath your body so that your elbows can rest open. Butterfly. Or Supta Baddha Konasana. And I like butterfly because it's a pretty image. Just resting those knees as heavy as they can be. Bring those knees back up to the center. Release your arms down. Roll over to a side. Press down with your strong arms and find your way all the way to a seated position. All right, on this seated position, it doesn't matter what seat. It doesn't matter if your legs are straight or if they're crisscross applesauce for now. Okay, just as long as you can sit up really tall. Let's do that spring cleaning breath. Here we go. Breath in. Clean it up. Release it. Inhale, reaching up with the divine. And bring that divine down into your heart as you exhale. Inhale. Sweeping away anything that does not serve you anymore. Inhale, reach up. And bring that divine down into your heart. Breath in. Clean it up. Inhale, reaching up. And hands to heart. 2 more times on your own. Let's do a little bit of shoulder release, of arm release. So take your arms out, cross the right arm underneath. So you're going to cross your elbows. If you cannot cross your elbows, then you're going to hug. If you can cross your elbows, then you're going to twist up the arms. You'll get the same stretch either way, so it doesn't really matter. Lift the elbows up so they're as high as your shoulders. Your hands are away from your face. Then I want you to take those shoulder blades and actively press them down. You'll get a great stretch across the top of the shoulders. We hold so much tension here. And then a little bit, press those elbows away. Keep actively pressing the shoulders down and turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Bring your head back to the center. One more time, turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. And come right back to the center. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, push those elbows away, round your upper back and lean forward. Slowly unwind your arms as you come back up to seated. Interlace your hands behind your back. Straighten those arms. Sit up very tall and then lift the hands away from the body. Try to do this without overarching, right? So tuck the rib cage in, pull the tummy in firm. Looking straight forward. And release. Let's do the other side. Crossing the left arm underneath this time. No? I may have already told you this one. Yeah. Okay, left one underneath. If I didn't, you need to switch sides. Just switch sides. It's not that important. Just make sure you get both of them done. Press the shoulder blades down. Lift the elbows up. Hands are away from your face. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to the right. Back to the center. One more time. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to the right. And back to the center. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press those elbows away around the upper back and come forward. And release the arms. And the counter pose. Interlace your hands behind your back. Press the knuckles down, straighten the elbows. Roll the shoulders back and down while keeping your belly nice and firm. And then lift the hands away from your body. Just doing some nice, easy shoulder releases tonight. And relax those arms. Good. Now I want you to bring up your robot arms. So your elbows are in tight to your body, your palms are facing each other. Keeping the elbows in, just rotate the arms open. We're gonna get into your rotator cuff just a bit. And cross. Good. Open. And close. Nice. Spine doesn't move. Your belly is firm, so your ribs are not puffing out. We don't want our spine to take the brunt for what our shoulders can't do. People have a tendency to open up their heart rather than keeping everything nice and protected. One more time. Open. And close. Good job. All right, let those arms relax. Hopefully the shoulders feel pretty decent. Let's do a twist. Twist, twist, twist. So, legs out straight. Flex your feet. Bend the right knee. Cross it over. Most of you are gonna stay here. Sit up as tall as you can. Okay? If you want to try it, here's the next variation, the next possibility. So you're gonna take that bottom foot and tuck it around. But you're only gonna do that if you can sit on both sitting bones with a straight spine. If you're leaning off to the left, this is not for you, and you're gonna keep that bottom leg straight. All right, regardless of your bottom position, here we go with the top. Your left hand is gonna come across and grab that knee, or you can hook your elbow. Right hand is on the ground behind you. As you inhale, sit up as tall as you can. And as you exhale, rotate from the belly button first, just the belly button. Inhale, sit up a little bit taller. And this time, exhale and rotate the shoulders and relax them down. And then get just a little more length in your spine. And turn your head to the right, all the way over. And then turn your eyes to the right. See if you can glimpse the wall behind you. One of the best things you can do every day is move your spine in all 6 directions. And in every yoga class, I make sure to get that done, even if you don't recognize it. Letting go and coming back to the center. Let's uncross our legs. Right where we started. Flex your feet. Bend the left knee. We're going to do the other side. Cross it over. Decide, are you going to stay right here? If you are, sit up very tall. If you're going to try that other position, the more twisted position, you're going to tuck the bottom leg underneath. But make sure that both sitting bones are on the floor. Now, sit up very tall. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to use your right hand on your knee, left hand on the ground, rotate from the belly button. Inhale, more length in the spine. Exhale, rotate the shoulders and relax them down. A little more length as the crown of your head reaches up, and turn your head to the left. And then turn your eyes to the left so you can glimpse the wall behind you. Please make sure that you're not torquing too much on the spine. If you let go, you actually stay in the same position. Your hands are just there as reminders, as extra support. They're not there to force you deeper into the twist. And slowly come back to the center. Very nice. All right, let's send both legs to the sides. Come to your hands and knees. From hands and knees, let's do a few cats and cows here. Inhale, arch the spine, looking up at the sky. And as you exhale, tuck the tail around the spine, looking at your belly button. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Moving slowly at your pace, making sure you can articulate every bone in your spine. One more time. Find your neutral spine. Take your right foot back, tuck your toes on the floor. Take your left foot back, tuck your toes on the floor. You're in plank. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift the hips up for down dog. Now in down dog, it is okay to bend your knees a lot because you're going to stick the booty in the sky. Heels are pressing down towards the floor and your head is really dangling. Once that feels comfortable, if you want to play with straightening the legs, you can. This is a resting pose for many people in practice, but not for everyone, so don't feel bad if it's not your favorite. You are not going to stay here long. Bend your knees a lot, look forward between your hands, take lots of baby steps, coming forward into a forward fold. So your feet are hip width apart, and remember that means about 2 fists between your toes. Bend your knees so that your chest touches your thighs. Let your head dangle. And then grab opposite elbows to make a frame for your head. You can even shake your head yes and no. Make sure that there's no tension in the neck at all. There's no tension in your shoulders. You can just feel gravity pulling on your body. Release your hands. Walk your hands up your body, up the legs, all the way up. And come to standing. All right. From here, we will do a series called pyramid. I love pyramid. It feels really good. So, right foot's forward. Left foot takes a step back. So this is not a giant step, right? This is not warrior one, warrior two kind of step. This is maybe 2 foot lengths. Your back foot is pointing at maybe 10 o'clock. Your front foot is pointing forward at 12 o'clock. Your hands are going to rest on the lower back, just like that. Okay. If you want to do the official hand position, it's a Surya Namaskar reversed, which means palms together, fingers pointing up. And you see the pyramid that the legs make? There's some balance here. Square your hips straight forward. Now you're going to bend forward from where your hips meet your thigh, not from your waist. So you stick your booty back, coming forward with a flat back, keeping the legs straight as you can, and releasing forward as far as you want to. Let your head relax if you can. I want you to shift your weight forward and backward just a little bit until you can feel that your hips are level. Most of us, that means we're going to shift forward just a bit. Straight legs. Pull your tummy in nice and firm. And then lift yourself up as you press into your feet. Relax those shoulders. Nice. Now the opposite version of this flow is a back bend. So let's move into that just for a moment. As you inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift the heart. And relax your shoulders. You're pressing your hands into the low back for support. Inhale, lift the heart. And relax the shoulders. You may look up at the ceiling. Do not drop your head back. Most of us don't back bend deep enough to make that work. Both legs are straight if you can keep them there. And then let's engage our tummy, come up to standing. Those are the two extremes. Let's flow in between. Take a breath in. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to standing. Exhale into the back bend. Inhale, stand. Exhale, forward. Inhale, stand. Exhale, back. Good. We're going to flow a few more times. Take your time. Move with your breath. Don't let me rush you. The more you press into your feet, the easier it is to rise up. One more time through both variations. Into the back bend. Stand up tall, and then let's forward fold and pause. Make sure the head dangles. We're going to move into a balanced pose from here. So, your hands are still relaxed. You're going to lift up halfway, flatten your back. Shift your weight forward onto the front leg. You can bend the knee a little bit until you get all the weight on your front leg. Notice how your hips are level to the floor. You're going to keep them level and lift the back toes up, up, lifting the heel, lift, 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 lift until the heel is as high as your booty. Maybe your toes are only an inch off the floor. That's okay. Breathe. Press down into the bottom foot. The right foot presses into the floor. It helps you rise up. It's okay if you wobble. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, both feet together, forward fold. Release those arms all the way down. Dangle that head, yes and no. Remember, bend your knees a lot. There's no reason they have to be straight. If your knees are straight and you're way up here, you're putting a lot of pressure on that low back. Bend those knees so you can support the low back and then let all the tension drag off the top of your body. Bring your hands to your thighs. Press down. Rise up. Very nice. I'm going to turn around. You don't have to. We're just going to do the other leg. So this time the left leg is forward, the right leg is back. You're on railroad tracks. You're not on a tightrope. You're on railroad tracks, right? Your feet are apart. Left foot points towards 12 o'clock, right foot points towards 2 o'clock. Your hips are squared forward. Find that hand position. Whichever one was on top last time, put the other one on top this time. And then stick your booty back, flat back, flat back. We're not rounding over at all yet. Flat, flat, flat. Keep it flat as far as you can go. And then pause for a second. And then go ahead and round it over. Looking down at your leg if you can. And then shift your weight forward or backward just a tiny bit so that you can feel when your hips are level. Keeping both legs as straight as you can. Intense side angle stretch or pyramid. You're gonna get a really big stretch on that front leg. Now press down into the feet. Pull the tummy in so that you can rise up. Good. And then the other version. Press the hands into the low back. Lift the heart and relax your shoulders. Lift the heart, relax the shoulders. Last time, lift the heart and relax the shoulders. Keeping both legs as straight as you can. Looking up at the ceiling, not dropping your head back. Or looking straight forward, that's also a fine option. Are you breathing? I hope so. Let's come up to standing. Take a big breath in. Forward fold on your exhale. And now rise up. Exhale, back bend. And now rise up. Exhale, forward. And now rise. Exhale, back bend. And up. And forward. Rise up. And back. Let's do 2 more at your pace. When you're done with the second one, we will all meet in the forward fold. Let your head relax. All right, we're gonna move into that balance. So bend your knees, shift your weight forward, lift your body up halfway, keep that spine really straight and flat. Shift your weight all the way to the left foot so that you can lift the right toes up off the floor just a little. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you flex your foot and lift the heel a little higher, or a little higher, or a little higher. The more you press into the left foot, the more you can rise up out of that left hip. Breathe, breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, both feet together, forward fold. Release your arms. Big, comfortable forward fold. Bend your knees. Let the shoulders creep towards the ears because they're coming forward. Gravity is pulling on your upper back, giving you some nice traction. Yoga is one of the only exercises that can make you taller. So much fun. Everybody bring your hands to your thighs. Press down into the legs so that you can rise up to standing. Nice job. All right, let's do a little more balancing here. We did those eagle arms when we were seated. We're gonna do the eagle arms again. But before we do that, I wanna do the spring cleaning breath while we're standing. So stand with your feet hip width apart. Remember, that's 2 fists, okay? Hip bones, not outside of your hips. That's what we're trying to line up with, those hip bones. Hands to heart center, here we go. Breath in, sweep it away. Inhale, reaching up. And bring that divine goodness down into your heart. Breathe in. Release what no longer serves you. Inhale, reach up for the divine. Exhale, bring it down into your heart. Let's do it 2 more times on your own. Close your eyes. Imagine it happening. Blink your eyes open and let your arms relax. Nice job. Okay, this is called eagle. This full pose is called eagle. We've done the arms, so the shoulders should feel relaxed enough. We'll just add the bottoms. So bend your knees. Take the right leg, cross it really tight over the left, and squeeze those legs together as you sit down. Tippy toes can be on the floor for balance if you want them to be. Okay, squeeze and sit. You'll feel more stable. Cross the right elbow under, twist up the arms, and squeeze and sit as you lift the hands away. Okay, can you see the eagle? The fingertips and the toes are my wingspan. That's it. Nice balance. For those that like to make their eagle fly, follow along. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just crouch forward. Inhale up. Lots of core control here. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, lift up. Last time, curl forward. Inhale, reach up. Good. Pause here. Squeeze those legs together. On your next inhale, let's unwind. Open up. Step to the right. Cross the left leg over. Crouch and squeeze your legs together. Tippy toes can be on the floor. Left arm underneath. Elbows lifting up as you sit down. Good. Find your eagle position here. If you want to stay, please do. If you're really working on balance hard here, go ahead and stay. If you want to fly a little bit with me, you can. Breath in. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Looking at the same spot all the time makes a huge difference when you're balancing. Whether you're moving balancing or static balancing. All right, come back up, pause. On your next inhale, you're gonna open up. And let it go. Beautiful job. All right. Let's come all the way down to our belly. So however you want to get there. I like to walk my hands down my legs, come to hands and knees first. Then come down to my elbows and step my feet back. There you go. You're now on your belly. Cross your forearms, rest your head. And then waggle your hips from side to side. Good. Make sure that the tops of your feet are on the floor. Your hips are relatively relaxed. And you're going to come up and rest on your forearms. So your elbows are stacked underneath the caps of your shoulders. Forearms are parallel with each other. Press down into your hands so that you can lift the heart forward. Take those shoulders and press them back and down your spine. You will feel all the compression in the lower back. If that is too much, notice what your glutes are doing. If your glutes are really active, you are supporting the lower back. That's great. If your glutes are relaxed, you're going to feel more compression in the lower back. And if that's okay, stay there. But if it's not, activate your glutes. Give yourself a little more support. Press into those hands to lift the heart forward and look straight off your mat. Make sure you're breathing. We've done a couple of back bends in class, so hopefully this feels pretty good. Try not to let your body slouch into those shoulders. Keep pressing down till the heart lifts up. All right, walk your elbows apart, cross your forearms, rest your head, just like when we came down here. And then relax your glutes and waggle your hips. All right, some of you will want a strap here, some of you won't, it won't matter. I'm gonna demonstrate with a strap. You're gonna come up on your elbows. You're gonna take your strap, roll to a side so that you can hook up your right foot. Okay, and then roll back to your stomach. So you've got your right strap or your right foot hooked up in the strap. Both ends of it are in your right hand. And when you get there, come back down onto your belly and rest your forehead. I want you to tighten up that strap so that you start pulling your heel towards your booty. Now, if you don't need the strap and you can reach your foot, that's fine. But the closer you pull the heel towards the booty, the bigger the stretch will be in the thigh, the quad muscle. Maybe the hip flexor. If you need more, if you're not feeling it here, I want you to lift your right knee up, press the knee away, and then set it back down. You're just going to give your body a little more space, and then pull the heel a little closer to the booty. If you want to stay right here, you may. All I'm looking for is a quad stretch, but if you want something a little bit different, you're going to come up onto the left elbow, just like when you were in Sphinx. Still pulling the heel towards the booty. This just intensifies that stretch. So if you needed more, here's where you're going to find it. Your pubic bone is pressing down as your heel is pulling towards the butt. And first, release the body down if it's raised.
And then let go and let the right foot come back down to the floor. Waggle your hips. Let's do the left leg. So take your strap, roll off to the right side a little bit so you can hook up the left foot. And then bend your knee coming back to your belly, cross your forearm, rest your head, pulling your heel towards your booty. That's where we're going to start. Now, if you are feeling a quad stretch here, please stay. This is a great place to be. If you need something different, you're going to lift up the knee, push it away from the body, and then set it back down, getting a little more stretch, or pulling the foot closer to the booty. But sometimes the flesh of our calf gets in the way and we can't do more this way. And then for those who need a little more yet, you're going to come up onto the right elbow, just like we did in Sphinx. Looking straight forward. Pull the heel towards the butt. Press the pubic bone down to the floor. That's going to give you a little more zing also. And once again, try not to slump into the shoulder. Really activate that shoulder so you can lift the heart up. First, come down. Rest your head on your arm. And then let go of your strap, bringing both feet to the floor. Cross both forearms. Rest your head and waggle your hips. Pause and take a couple of big breaths in and out right there. Just for a moment, allowing yourself to integrate the motions, the postures that we've done. And when you feel ready, go ahead and roll over onto your back. When you get down onto your back, hug your knees in tight. Curl yourself up into a little ball. Breath in. Exhale, lift up your head. And head goes back down. Good. Let's straighten our body out nice and long, reaching the arms up overhead, reaching your feet away from your body. Take a breath in, press your heels away, reach the arms away. As you exhale, go limp. One more time, inhale, reaching. Exhale, go limp, relax. Keeping your hips right where they are, walk your heels over to the right side of your mat. You're gonna feel like a little bit of a banana. Shimmy your shoulders over to the right side of your mat. Take your right hand on your left wrist and give that arm just a gentle pull up and over. And then if you still need more, cross the left ankle over the right ankle, keeping the legs straight. Can you imagine yourself being in the shape of a banana here? This is the last of the 6 directions on your spine. You're arcing from side to side. Feeling a great expansion in the left side body. Let's walk your heels back to the center. Shimmy your shoulders back to the center. And we'll do the other side. Heels walk over to the left. Shoulders shimmy over to the left. And your head. Left hand on right wrist. Giving a little traction if it feels comfortable.
And then if you need even more, right ankle over left ankle, keeping your legs straight. Feeling a really big expansion on the right side of your body. Just breathe. Breathe easy and natural and let all the tension flow away. The bigger your breath, the more your muscles will relax and they begin to trust you. First, walk your heels back to the center. Shimmy your shoulders back to the center and bring your arms down beside your body. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Take your right hand, press it on the right thigh, and get a nice opening in the hip. If you're feeling a stretch here in your booty or anywhere, go ahead and stay. This is a good place to be. If you need a little more or something different, interlace your hands underneath your left knee. Bringing the legs in towards the body. And then you could use your right elbow to press the right knee open. The closer you bring the legs to the body, the bigger the stretch. But keep the tailbone on the floor and keep the back of your neck very long. Flexible feet. Very slowly let go with your left hands. Bring your foot back to the floor. Uncross. Cross the left ankle over. Left hand on your thigh. Press it open. If you're feeling a stretch here, please stay. If you want more, interlace your hands underneath your leg. Use the left elbow to press the left thigh open. Flex both feet. And remember, tailbone stays on the floor and back of your neck is very long. The more you squeeze the right knee in, the bigger the stretch will be. Slowly let go with your hands. Bring your right foot back down to the floor. Uncross your legs. Press your feet down into the floor to lift your hips up, resetting your spine. Hips go back down. And then straighten your legs out long. Your feet are flopping open towards the corners of your mat. Your palms are together at your heart center. Let's do a few more rounds of spring cleaning breath. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep away the debris. Inhale, reach up for the divine. Exhale, bring it down into your heart. Breathe in. Release. Reach up together. And collect it in your heart. Two more on your own. And when you're done with that second one, release your arms down beside your body with your palms up. Tuck your shoulder blades very deeply underneath your spine. And then rock your heavy head from side to side, getting all the last little bits of tension out of your neck. And then bring it right back to the center and pause. I invite you to develop a mantra for yourself. Something, short phrase that you're going to repeat over and over and over in your head through the entire Shavasana. I'll share with you the one I use, and you may change it to suit your needs. As you breathe in, say to yourself, I choose. And as you exhale, peace and joy. Inhale, I choose. Exhale, peace and joy. And continue with that pattern over and over and over again until you feel those words become you. It will bring you out in just a few moments. Until then, enjoy the peace and quiet. Before you begin moving, take another deep breath in and out. And then wiggle fingers and toes. Turning wrists and ankles. Moving one leg at a time, bend your knee and place your foot on the floor. Pause here. Take another big breath in and out. And then roll over to whatever side is calling. And just rest for a moment. And then use your strong arms to push yourself up. Find your easy seat, whatever that looks like. Hands together at your heart. 3 times in a row, let's do that spring cleaning breath in silence. We will all meet together with our hands at our heart. In honor of each other in this beautiful practice. Namaste.